Hello and welcome to TNM TV News. I'm Northern Miner staff writer Anthony Vaccaro. With commodity prices still riding high, the 80th Annual Prospectors and Developers Association of Canada Convention again attracted a record crowd this year. Mining Markets editor Alicia Hyatt paid a visit to the Metro Toronto Convention Centre in early March to take the pulse of the gathering. Here's what she found.
This year's PDAC convention drew a record 30,000 explorers, miners, and investors from over 120 countries. But despite the big numbers, the uncertainty that plagued the markets in 2011 was still very much top of mind for delegates at the show. John Kaiser, editor of the newsletter Kaiser Research Online, said that in the short term, the industry is hoping to avoid the so-called Pdac curse this year.
Well, I think the mood is one of somewhat trepidatious anticipation of whether we are going to see the Pdac curse reassert itself. Pdac curse is every year. Shortly after Pdac, the market does a downturn after all the optimism that we experience at Pdac. Last year was a terrible year. This year, I think actually conditions are ripe for a violation of the Pdac curse. I think we are set for a continuation of the uptrend, but nobody is sure. There's still a lot of hesitation about whether or not the negative drumbeat that characterized last year is going to continue this year in terms of global economic outlook.
The search for safety and certainty has been an ongoing recent theme for the industry. That was underscored in this year's annual mining survey by the Fraser Institute, released in February. The survey named New Brunswick as the top jurisdiction for exploration and development because of its competitive, stable, and mining-friendly policies. The province was ranked 23rd last year. With economic uncertainty making capital harder to come by for mineral explorers and developers, several talks and sessions at this year's convention focused on financing. Ross Gallinger, the PDAC's new executive director, said that there's a lot of interest in alternatives to traditional financing, such as royalty deals.
You know, with the financial uncertainty in Europe, it's had a cascading effect in terms of access to capital for the junior sector. And so this business will always be looking at alternative ways of financing the junior sector specifically for exploration projects. So that's one of the areas that we really want to discuss while we're here is talking about ways and means that people can access capital to do that grassroots exploration.
While the global economy remains unpredictable, there's still steady demand for coal, copper, gold, and other minerals from China. With a revised economic growth target of 7.5% for this year, down from a target of 8%, China's economy is slowing down. But David McIntyre, a mining lawyer at Gowlings who helps Chinese companies invest in Canadian companies, says that Chinese investors were still out in full force at the PDAC.
There's over 350 delegates from China that are official registered delegates, registered with the government. There's also many other delegates that are here just on their own from private enterprises. But what you're not seeing is a presence of booths, I guess, because the Chinese are here to look for investment opportunities. They're not promoting investment opportunities. So quietly, the delegates are here going to seminars and meeting with companies and negotiating transactions, but not so much a big presence in the booths.
McIntyre says that language is one of the biggest barriers for companies who are interested in accessing Chinese investment. He also advises companies to take the time to visit China and to recognize the importance of building relationships and working with government. I'm Alicia Hyatt reporting for the Northern Miner.
For Alicia's full interview with John Kaiser, tune in next time. Kaiser will weigh in on the prospects for gold and silver juniors, as well as the rare earth and graphite sectors of the specialty metals market. Thanks for joining us.